So my brother was over last week for a visit, and he said to me, he noticed on my golf channel that I didn't have any content about the mental side of golf. Well, that made me think about what I did for the mental side of golf when I was wanting to be a professional golfer. I went to the library and I found a book, Bob Rotella book, something about the mental side of golf. And the only thing I can remember today from that entire book that I read was the example he gave of why it is that we throw golf clubs. And he says a lot of it has nothing to do with golf. So he gave an analogy. He said, imagine you have a glass, a tall glass, and at the top of the glass there's a red line. As your day goes on, it starts from the morning until the evening when you're finally playing golf. As the day goes on, anything that makes you angry pours a little bit of liquid into the glass. You know, you're on your way to work, you get stuck in a traffic jam, a little bit angry. You get home from work and you're anxious to go play golf, but your wife asks you to do something you don't want to do, a little more liquid into the glass, so it's building towards the red line. And then finally there you are out on the golf course having a good time, and you go ahead and make a swing, and you make a terrible shot. That last bit of liquid goes into that glass, and finally it hits the red line, and that's when the golf club goes flying. So, okay. Then I thought, how about me? How about my personal experience? What have I run into in my trying to learn golf where something mental came to mind? And it involves putting. So let me go to the driveway and tell you what I discovered, a little mental thing. And I think it might make a big difference in your attitude when you're making a crucial putt. All right, I've moved on out into the driveway here, and I've set myself up with a pretty uphill putt situation. This is my little piece of putting carpet I use to practice in the house. And the first situation, what happens is you've got an uphill putt, all right, and you get ready to hit this thing, and you figured out how much it's going to take how much power it's going to take for you to go ahead and hit this. But as you're about to hit it, the traffic cop in the back of your brain says, hey, if I hit it that hard and it misses this hole, it's going to roll really far past the hole. So I better not hit it that hard. So what happens? Well, that doesn't happen. You usually come in short. All right, then the other thing. When it's the other way, let me switch my environment around here. Now I've got a downhill situation, and you've got the same thing. You got a little bitty putt, and it's downhill, and you say to yourself, okay, make sure you hit this easy because you don't want to have it go way past the hole. But again, the traffic cop in your head says, hey, that's not enough power for this. I better give it a little bit more. And a little bit more happens to end 3 and 4 feet past the hole. So this is kind of the putting catch-22, I call it.